try to build him up. If a man has his woman behind him, he will believe he can do anything. And all we need to do is to get our men to believe that they can do anything. And he'll be able to, do much better than he's doing now and come out of the pitiful condition he's in. As I said, I'm not exonerating him. I'm just saying that all of that strength that we have, let's use it in a more positive way instead of just going for self. Nobody told us that all of that being my own person and I'm independent would lead to separation and loneliness. But that's what we had. I'm saying that we have a lot of power. We have power to make heaven and hell for our men. And I'm saying let's try making heaven. Let's try to build him up. If a man has his woman behind him, he will believe he can do anything. And all we need to do is to get our men to believe that they can do anything. And he'll be able to, do much better than he's doing now and come out of the pitiful condition he's in. As I said, I'm not exonerating him. I'm just saying that all of that strength that we have, let's use it in a more positive way instead of just going for self. Nobody told us that all of that being my own person and I'm independent would lead to separation and loneliness. But that's what we had. I'm saying that we have a lot of power. We have power to make heaven and hell for our men. And I'm saying let's try making heaven. Let's try to build him up. If a man has his woman behind him, he will believe he can do anything. And all we need to do is to get our men to believe that they can do anything. And he'll be able to, do much better than he's doing now and come out of the pitiful condition he's in. As I said, I'm not exonerating him. I'm just saying that all of that strength that we have, let's use it in a more positive way instead of just going for self. Nobody told us that all of that being my own person and I'm independent would lead to separation and loneliness. But that's what we had. I'm saying that we have.
Good morning to everybody. How y'all doing? Listen, I got to give a shout out to Miss Ali. A shout out to Miss Ali. Thank you so much for all her wisdom. Because when she speaks these words, it makes you sit there and say, wow, this is what the women of those days back then, my mother, my grandmother, they heard these words, but they didn't take heed to the message. You hear what I'm saying? They didn't take heed. They didn't understand all that independent. I'm independent. I can do everything on my own. Black girl magic would lead to what? To loneliness. To you taking the reins of kingship that you believe that you can hold, and you wind up crying all over social media. Shout out to the independent sisters. Shout out to the independent sisters. That's right, baby. Get those coins, baby. Get those coins with your delusional self. Now, good morning. Good morning. Yes, I came to start trouble. When I got that smile on my face, yes, I came to start trouble. Okay? Renee, what's up, baby? Walker, how are you? Steven, how you doing, baby? Okay? Jay LaRaw, what's up? Okay? How y'all doing this morning? It's good to see y'all. 18, what's going on, baby? How y'all doing this morning? It's good to see all y'all come in and rock with me, even if it's just for a little bit. I appreciate you. Okay? I appreciate you. Okay? Green Beans, what's up, player? So, in the chat, I asked y'all to respond to the poll we got. So far, 8 people responded. Do you think President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance, I always say DJ, J.D. Vance, okay, went overboard? Do you believe they went overboard? Because a lot of people are upset with Trump and JD. A lot of people are upset with them. Okay? Now I gotta ask y'all a question that's in the chat right now. But before I do, the title of this foolery is President Trump said, hell no, I ain't Biden. You hear me? President Trump said, hell no, I'm not Biden. Okay? You're not gonna get in here. All right? So my first question I gotta ask y'all. So somebody that you are acquaintance with, you have a small acquaintance, you knew maybe a couple years, and they come in, and they already called you, told you they need some money, okay, and that person gets to the house, and you feed them and everything like that, because that's what you do. That's hospitality, right? So you feed them, y'all talking, and everything like that, and then all of a sudden they start telling you. And now, mind you, the conversation was between you and him privately, right? Okay? Privately. So y'all had the combo, okay? And now y'all come out amongst a whole bunch of people that's in the house, okay? And so now you start telling the business of y'all conversation that was hidden in private, okay? So now, what is the host supposed to do? Is the host supposed to react calmly, or is the host supposed to get ghetto like you because you came out with it first? Okay? You came out with it first. Now I want to share something with you. I want to congratulate President Trump just on the beginning, because he was trying. He was trying to hold it together. Okay, I just want to say that first. I don't want to be mad and be upset. He was trying to hold it together first. He was doing a good job. Okay, he was doing a good job. Okay, JD, JD. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. JD, okay? JD, now listen. Listen now. There is ways to do things and there's ways not to do things. But one thing I want to say to you, go ahead, player. Because I couldn't take it no more. I was like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? How do you come to somebody's house? You come to my house and you demand that I'm supposed to do. First of all, I gotta let you know I'm not biting. I'm not biting. Okay, I'm not biting. You're not gonna get in here and tell me what I'm gonna do and you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna go down like that. But this is what happened. Okay, somebody come in your house. They know they need assistance. Okay, and we already talked in private, because y'all know before they do the briefing, they talk in private. And then they come out and say, everything went well, even if it didn't go well, because this is how it's supposed to go. Even if anything didn't go well, you don't come and blast it to the news. You don't do that. So the thing is, Trump is trying to stop some nonsense. See, a lot of people, y'all sleep on Putin. A lot of y'all sleep on him. But Trump know what this man is, okay? Let me share something with y'all. A lot of us who go day to day, we mind our business. You live in your house, you live in the suburbs, you drive around. Just like I did this morning, I had to drop my husband off. You drive around. I don't even know why he could just, drive himself, but he liked me to be talking to him in the morning. So now, you know, it's just, you're driving around, happy go lucky, but y'all don't know the shit that really go on in this place. Most of us don't really want to know the shit that go on here. That stuff that happens that is like, because of intelligence, because of the swift actions of intelligence, a lot of shit don't happen to us that we don't see like in other countries. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of like shielded a lot. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of shielded a lot from a lot of stuff. Even our news is like that too. But if you go outside the country, baby, you will see nonsense, honey. So they kind of like shield us in here. So my thing is, he came and he said all this rah rah yin yang. And so Trump is supposed to ride with it. Was he supposed to ride with it, y'all? Was he supposed to ride with it? This is, I'm going to share something with you. But to be politically correct, was JD and was President Trump out of line being politically correct? Let me share something with you. All three of them was out of line. And what is his name again? Because I know I'm going to say it wrong. Okay. We're going to say Lelinski. Okay. Listen, he did a straight gangster move and he thought it was gonna ride. He thought it was gonna ride. And Trump he held back. Trump said, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. This fool don't know where I'm from. Wait a minute. This is how you know somebody is a New Yorker. I don't care what color they are. This is how you know this person is a New Yorker. Do you hear me? Okay? Okay? This how you know this person is a New Yorker. Because he was holding it. He was holding it. He was trying. He's like, I'm in the Oval Office. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the White House. Let me calm down. And then JD said, hell no, we can't take this shit. We can't take this shit. Okay? Hell no. We can't take this shit. And so now Trump said, fuck it. Let me just drop it. And he just went in too. Now, a lot of people was giving Trump some hate. Okay? They were saying that's not how a president conducts themselves and this and that, and they were upset at how he behaved and all this stuff like that. Now, my thing to y'all who is upset about how Trump behaved, if a so-called acquaintance of yours come to your house and they start demanding stuff, now you said you was gonna help them, but if they start demanding stuff, how would you feel? How would you feel? If a stranger come in your house and start demanding stuff, how would you feel? We can't even say stranger, but an acquaintance. They know they need help, but they come in and start demanding stuff, telling you what they gonna do and what they ain't gonna do, and you're trying to calm the situation down. Because this is the thing. A lot of nations don't know what Putin is. Putin is nasty. Do you hear me? A lot of people don't know who this man is. Y'all sleep on him. The thing is that how come the Europeans are not in here helping this man? Why is it just us? Why is it just us? Because if Putin take over and do anything, he's what they in Europe. They close to the Europe, right? So this is you know what I'm saying? Why is it us? Then he says, oh, you know, you're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret this, or something like that. He's saying. And Trump said, what do you mean? What do you mean? How do you go to somebody's house? You're begging for money. Okay? Let's talk about it, y'all. You're begging for money. Sister 1973, how are you, baby? You're begging for money. And you go to somebody's house and you get nasty with them. How? How do you do that? Let's go into the video. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me if Trump was wrong. Okay? Y'all tell me if Trump was wrong. Okay? Because I don't see anything. Let's shout out to Young Black and Wealthy. Shout out to Officer Tatum too, because I'm going to play like a couple of clips from Officer Tatum too. Shout out to these two amazing brothers that are content creators. Here we go. Young Black and Wealthy. Here we go.
But you will feel it in the future.
God bless. You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot of times.
No, in this
Even
entire
today.
meeting, you said thank
Even
you.
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Till now.
Now, mind you, this man is a president. You came to the Oval Office in the United States of America, okay? You came over here to ask for more money, more equipment, and stuff like that. And so when you coming to beg, are you supposed to have an attitude like that? Put it in the chat. Let me know. If you came to beg, are you supposed to have an attitude like that? I'm telling you right now. Green Bean said no suit and no tie. He sure did. He got to act like he out there just, he thugging it out. Okay? He thugging it out. Okay? But before you was president, then you had that tight bodysuit on and those boots doing that dance. I don't know what kind of dance it was. Okay? Oh my God. Listen. 18 said nope. Not nah. He's an ungrateful. Wait a minute now. Sister 1973 said he is an ungrateful bitch. Okay, pretty much. Okay, all right. Wait a minute now. Renee said heck no. Okay. Green Bean said he got it checked. He got it checked. Okay. Are you saying he got checked? Oh, he got checked. Okay. No, be humble. Yes, honey. Be humble. Be humble. Can you imagine? So this is the nonsense that he was doing to Biden. And Biden was letting it go. Oh, whatever you need, I'm going to give it to you, whatever you need. So he thought he could, let me share something with y'all. I don't care how you dress a New Yorker, okay? I don't care how you dress a New Yorker. I don't care how you dress a New Jersey. And I'm not hating on all the other states, but I don't care how you dress them, okay? I don't care if you put them in a suit and a tie. I don't care how much you done fix their hair and everything, but I'm going to share something with you. If that disrespect come, you're going to see that New Yorker, you're going to see that New Jersey come out. I don't care how good you dress them. They might smell good, got the beard, got the hair done, everything like that. But once disrespect come into play, everything he got on, it don't matter. He can have over $10,000 worth of, his outfit, shoes, and everything. He can have, he look clean, okay? And you know what I'm saying? And in the beginning, everything was cordial. But once you go left, okay, a New Yorker will hurry up and beat you before you go left, okay? By the time y'all finish the argument, you pissed and shit. Now, you thought that, the argument was going to go well, okay? But don't argue with no New Yorker. Don't do that. Shout out to JD, okay? Shout out to JD, okay? Now, JD, I'm a little bit upset with you, JD. I'm a little bit upset, baby, okay? I'm a little bit upset, okay? All right, because I didn't know you was gangster like that. You supposed to bring it up. You supposed to, creep up on somebody real slow. You ain't supposed to come out the gate like that. You're not supposed to do that. You supposed to be, I didn't know you was like that. You supposed to relax a little bit. You was supposed to relax, okay? JD, you a problem like that? You supposed to wait a little bit. Everybody ain't supposed to know you got a little hood in you. You supposed to wait. Okay, you set the line up and Trump said, fuck this shit. And that's what happened. Now that's what I saw, okay? JD got up there and made the line. Trump said, fuck this shit. And he just went off, okay? Damn it, listen. Now, for all the people who are upset with Trump, I'm sorry you upset with him. I'm sorry that you upset with him. Because I told y'all I like my wolf nasty and greasy, okay? And that's what it is, honey. That's what it is. Okay, so next video, damn it. Next video. Shout out to Officer Tatum, damn it. Shout out to Officer Tatum. Let's the next one. Here we go. Steven, stop laughing.
Yes, but after that, he broke this ceasefire. He killed a lot of people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring him into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you see what problems we have?
I have been to. I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring people, you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people in your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You
God
don't.
bless.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good. We're going to feel very good and very strong. You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about
From
it.
the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. But right now, you don't. Yeah, you're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, you said thank you. You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble. Wait a minute. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks.
You haven't been alone. You haven't been alone. We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and your men are brave, but they had to use our military. If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something.
Maybe less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times.
Except that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong.
That's right.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on. I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire? I want a ceasefire because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me. That wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is, Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President.
Yes, come on.
So I'm gonna share something with y'all. Did anybody see the minister? I think it was the minister or the ambassador. Okay, and I'm trying to let me see because I want to make sure I got it right. She looked like she wanted to cry when she heard her president act the fool in here. Okay, let me just make sure I got the video because I shared it with y'all, but it was no audio. All you saw is that she was shaking her head in disbelief that President Lewinsky was acting a fool in here. And I could have sworn I shared it with y'all. She was in so much disbelief, y'all. She was so heartbroken. She was like, why did he come up here doing this nonsense? Okay. So it was an ambassador. Ukraine ambassador. She was shaking her head. She was so sad. And I don't know who caught her doing that. But she was shaking her head and holding her face like this. She was so sad. She was like, she was probably thinking like, what the hell did this man just do? Okay? What did he just do? Because I'm going to share something with y'all, and this is the uncomfortable truth. Without the help of the U.S., proxying, right? Okay? Proxying everything, okay? Listen, Putin would have took over that land in a couple days. He would have took that thing over. Without us proxying anything, he would have took that thing over. That Ukraine would be no more Ukraine. I'm telling you. Y'all, come on now. I'm telling you. Eric, baby, thank you for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, honey. I do not have the gunshots anymore, my dear. I don't have the gunshots anymore. But I got something right here. Shout out to Corey Joe for donations. Okay? Shout out to Corey Joe. I'm about to play his hit, honey. I love it. Thank you, Corey Joe. I appreciate you, honey. Here we go. Donations. Donations.
Cash money, just hit the bag, nigga.
All right now.
6 that's 6 figures. Dreams and dream, but the price
Shout out to Corey Joe. 1,000 watts radio, baby.
When you talk, y'all hear it calling. Stacking up, but they keep on
Thank
standing.
you, Eric, for the $2 super chat, baby.
We ballin'. Cash outs for the snaps. Super chats for the stacks. Let it out. On the side, that's Oh, hell with the hell. Just hanging with yourself.
Nasty. Thank you, Corey Joe, for 1,000 watts radio for the jams. Shout out to Eric for the $2 super chat. He said he ain't playing, okay? He ain't playing. Trump standing on business. Now, you ain't lying, baby, because Trump said, oh, hell no. Trump said, hell no. And for y'all, some of y'all who offended by what Trump did, oh, my God, listen. This is the thing. How do you go to somebody and you ask for help and then you turn around and tell them this is what I'm not going to do this. You ask for help. Trump is saying to you, listen, let's squash this. Excuse me. Trump saying, let's squash this. Let's get this done. Let's handle this thing. Let's cease fire. Let's figure out what we going to do. Okay? Trump is saying that let's figure out what we going to do. And no, he like, nah, I came to get money. Okay? I just need y'all to write that check and let me get out of here. Okay? But nobody is talking about how his wife, okay, this is alleged, his wife was in France shopping. Nobody talking about that. Nobody saying that at all. How the wife was in France shopping, allegedly. Come on now. Come on now. 18 says, sound like he was trying to bully President Trump in his own house. Yep. That's what it sounds like to me too, baby. That's what it sounds like to me too. How do you come to DC? You call yourself, first of all, you got to ask about somebody's background before you think you're going to punk somebody. Ask about somebody's background before you think you're going to come and punk somebody. Okay? This is, listen, okay? Demold, am I saying it right? Demold. I'm sorry, honey, I'm not good with names. Never bite the hand that feeds you. He's right. Or she's right, either or, I'm sorry. Correct, honey. Now here we go. Here's another one. Cause Lewinsky he doing the damn thing, honey. He is acting a fool. Okay, so here is another one from Officer Tatum. Okay, another one from Officer Tatum. Okay, here we go.
Zelensky this morning, I urged him to stay on message, be grateful, be thankful. We'll talk about details of security guarantees later. Keep it upbeat, keep it positive. It was absolute, utter disaster. The question for me is he redeemable in the eyes of Americans? Most Americans witnessing what they saw today would not want Zelensky to be their business partner, including me, and I've been to Ukraine 9 times since the war started. I met with him this morning. President Trump I talked to last night, he was upbeat about the deal. I've never been more proud of President Trump for showing the American people in the world you don't trifle with this man. He was very positive. He was very upbeat. He wanted to get a ceasefire. He wants to end the war. And Zelensky felt like he needed to bait Trump in the Oval Office. JD was awesome. This met with Zelensky.
The thing is that he felt like and just like Lindsey Graham said, okay, I hope I'm saying his name correctly. Just like Lindsey Graham said, he said, listen, why are you trying to debate the president in the Oval Office in front of the cameras? When we gonna go and talk in private, or either they talk before they got there, or either they're gonna talk after the camera crew, everybody leave, then they gonna sit down and talk. Why would you have a debate in front of all these news people and everything? You thought you was gonna get in here and tell them what you gonna do and what you ain't gonna do, and it didn't work out like that. Why would you do that? I'm still not gonna say it right, Green Beans. Thank you, baby. This is the uncomfortable truth. Why would you do that? You are coming to beg. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? That's like you going to the soup kitchen, right? Okay? Don't get in here and act like y'all never been to a soup kitchen. When I was young, I was at a soup kitchen, okay? We used to go on the weekends in the summertime, okay? So they got sausages and stuff like that, and then you get in here and say, I don't want no sausages, okay? I want some pizza or something like that. And they like, no, well, all we got is sausages and, beans and stuff like that. That's all we got. And you get in here and talk about, oh, nah, that ain't what I want. I want pizza. What the fuck? Why did you go there? Okay? Don't be trying to crack on me, because when I was young, we went to the soup kitchen right on, let me see. Who is this? East Jersey Street, right off East Jersey Street in Elizabeth, New Jersey, okay? Right off East Jersey Street, I think it was Sister something, Sister Mary or Sister Elizabeth, right over there, okay? And they still, that soup kitchen still exists today. But we used to go there when I was young, damn it. Listen, I've never been ashamed, okay? Never been ashamed, not one bit. Go in there and eat. When we were younger, my mama would take us over there. And long as we had food in our belly, damn it, I'm not ashamed, okay? I'm not one of those content creators get in here and talk about I'm rich, I'm balling and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those. Now, That's what I'm saying. That's the ungratefulness. Instead of you just being happy, somebody gave you some food. Okay? Somebody gave you some food. This is the thing. This is the thing. You went there thinking that y'all gonna continue the war. Because everybody was telling you, yes, we're gonna continue to help Ukraine. Yeah, we're gonna continue to help Ukraine, but we want the war to shut down. Because y'all don't know what you're doing. Do you see? This is the thing. When you don't know you have a wolf that live next door to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want you to understand this, y'all. You right here, you the sheep. You the sheep. And there's a wolf that live right next door to you. Okay? There's a wolf. And he climb over the gate and he say, we gonna play this little tit for tat for right now, but when I get upset, I'ma run in here like a bulldozer. You know what I'm saying? And this is what Trump is trying to prevent, because what he do, he talked to Putin. Trump talked to Putin. He didn't do that nonsense like Biden did. Biden didn't talk to Putin not one bit. They didn't talk at all. He just only talked to Lewinsky, whatever his name is. The one in the tight bodysuit in the white boots. He only talked to him. He didn't talk to Putin. So Putin like, okay, well, let me show you better than what I can tell you. Okay? And that's how it's going. They just want, this is the thing. Okay? Renee said there's nothing wrong with soup kitchens. That's right, baby. That's right. That's right. So now the thing is that they just wanted to calm down. Oh, I ain't gonna say it right, baby. I ain't gonna say it right. I'm gonna say it just like that. I ain't gonna say it right. I can't pronounce the name properly. I'm not gonna try. I lost respect. If I could get your name right, then yeah, if I got it. If I don't, baby, I'm sorry. Okay? I tried. I tried, honey. So now, this is the uncomfortable truth. You came to get help. And you walked in there like, this is what I want. This is what I want. And you got to supply what I want. Do you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Talking to Trump and thinking that he's scared of you. Why? Why? Now, I told y'all that wolf in the White House is nasty and greasy. Nobody don't want to listen to me. Nobody don't want to listen to me. Okay? I told y'all the wolf we had in the White House was nasty and greasy, but y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all ain't want to listen, okay? It is what it is. Some of y'all who mad with him, some of y'all who mad with him, I'm sorry for you. This is content. I'm sorry for you, okay? Shout out to my president. I said what I said. Shout out to my president, okay? Now, let me see what else we got. So, I think these are like clips and clips again. So, my thing is, y'all, let me see. Officer Tatum one more time. Let me see what he got. I think it's the same thing. Hold on, let me hear this one.
Talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring it into this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems? What, bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
He said you don't have problems now, but you'll feel it in the future. This is my problem. Why isn't Europe fitting the bill for all this nonsense? Why is it us? You know what I'm saying? He's closer to Europe than us, right? So why are we? He talking about y'all ain't gonna feel it. You gonna feel it. You ain't feeling it now, but you gonna feel it in the future. Who said that? Who said that? Let me share something with y'all, the mindset of our president. And anybody who already know him, this is a businessman. He just want to make money. That's all. He just want our economy to get better. He want to make money. He want America to have money. That's what he want. Because right now, we are up shit creek without a paddle. Do you hear me? Nobody want to talk about this shit, but we are up shit creek without a paddle. And so all these programs, these stupid shit that y'all done made up, all these programs that they closing, baby, it makes sense. Do you hear me? It makes sense. Okay? Sister 1973 for the 4.99 super chat. She said, this content, okay, this content, I said what I said. Real words spoken. Oh, I know that's right, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. The thing is, he doesn't want the war. He doesn't want to proxy any war. So let's get a discussion going on how we can stop this. Okay? But he want to get in here and continue to keep collecting a check, because that's what he was doing when Biden was in office. He was collecting a check, got this, he wearing this army fatigue shit, got the check and jump in and he leave the country. That's all he want. Get that check and leave the country. Whatever equipment and leave the country. And he doesn't have enough manpower, but he still want to continue to fight. That doesn't make sense. When do we get in here and let's get cool minds and start talking about it? You know what I'm saying? Let's get cool minds and start talking about it. So shout out to President Trump. I said what I said. Shout out to President Trump for doing the damn thing. Okay? Sister 1973, thank you, baby, for the $4.99 super chat, honey. Guys, if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page as well. Honey, listen, ain't nobody gonna tell me that Trump was not trying to hold it together, because I saw it in his face. He was trying. He was trying, baby. Trump was trying. Ain't nobody. So, Corey Joe for the $2 super chat. Baby, I was playing your music a few minutes ago on Eric's Cash App, honey. I was playing your music a few minutes ago, and we gonna give it to you one more time, honey. Thank you for the $2 super chat, baby. Corey Joe said, hit that like button. Be nice and hit that like button. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Hit that like button now. Be nice now. Okay, be nice. Listen, I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. Be nice. Hit the like button. You're here. Okay? If you feel the content, baby, hit that like button. And donate to the channel if you can. Okay? Oh, my God. Hold on now. I got to get it. I'm looking for it. I'm waiting. Hold on. I got to get these things all together again. Here we go. There we go. Donations. Shout out to Corey Joe, 1000 Watts Radio, baby. Y'all like and subscribe to this brother channel. Donations. Thank you, Corey Joe, honey.
Cash money, just hit the button.
Right now.
6 figure. It's a dream, but the price keep riding. Gold in my hands, we're feeling divided.
All right now.
When you talk, y'all hear it calling. Stacking up what you keep on finding. Keep on falling, we falling, we falling, we falling. Cash out for the snaps, super chats for the stacks. Let it out on the side, that's Oh, hell with the hell, just hit me with yourself.
Shout out to 1000 Watts Radio. Guys, please like and subscribe to this brother channel. Content is always fire, honey. So now, y'all, I don't know what this man was thinking. And he thought that him, exposing what they needed to talk about to the news, that it would help, that the American people would rise up and be like, yeah. Let me share something with y'all. The American people are tired. We are tired. The money that they have given President Lewinsky, okay? The money that they have given this man, okay, could fund a couple of programs yearly, okay? A couple of programs yearly. If you invested this money yearly, we would not have homelessness, okay? Nobody will go hungry anymore in America. There were no, even with the programs implemented, nobody will go hungry anymore in America, okay? No homelessness, and everybody will be able to go to college. Now, I ain't say it was a perfect college, but I'm saying everybody, every child will be able to go to college for free. The money that they have given President Lewinsky, okay? The money that they given this man, if they put this in a yearly program for those three things, you will have no more homelessness, okay? No more homelessness. Nobody will go hungry anymore in America, okay? All right? And all our children will be able to go to college. Now, if that ain't some shit, do you hear me? And so now you come with this attitude like, y'all, bitch, better give me my money. You ever heard somebody say that? Huh? You ever heard somebody say that? A pimp say that. Bitch, you better give me my money. Huh? I'm telling you. You ever heard somebody get in here and say that, bitch better have, bitch better have my money? That's what it sounded like. He was on a plane thinking he was going to punk our president, and it ain't go the way he thought. You hear me? He was on a plane getting here and thinking he was going to punk our president. Oh, no, I'm going to put him in his place. Because let me share something with you. This man came with a mindset, and it was not for peace. He didn't come for a peaceful mindset. First of all, Biden had messed up when he decided to proxy this and not get anything in writing about us getting some of their resources. I don't care what nobody said. What did I tell y'all about America? What did I tell y'all about America? How many times do I have to say this? America is a big titty bitch riding on 20s. With $1,000 in one breast and an EBT card in another. And she got a cigar, okay? She got a cigar in one hand. You hear me? You hear me? She got a cigar in one hand with a 40 in another and a blonde wig with a cowboy hat on and some cowboy boots and a skirt. Okay, I said a big titty bitch. And she don't go and help unless she getting something. So Biden had messed up. He had messed up because you supposed to have made this man sign something that we able to get his natural resources. What the hell? What the hell? That's normally what y'all do anyway, right? Did you get off script? That's normally what y'all do. Now, am I mad with my nation? I'm not. I know my nation is greasy, but I was born here. I wasn't born nowhere else. So if my nation greasy, that's your business. I'm not upset. Only one thing I'm upset about is them doing that thing with Gaza. That's the only thing I'm upset about. But everything else, damn it. Okay, everything else. Okay, everything else, okay. This is the thing. I always like when people get in here and say, sister, do your research. I'm gonna share something with you. I had to start doing my research, y'all. I had to. When I started getting into this political stuff, I had to start searching for stuff. So what I told y'all about the money that Lewinsky was getting is right. That money can feed the homeless for 1 year, okay? House the homeless for 1 year, and also every child in the United States, okay? Every child in the United States will be able to go to college. Now I'm gonna share something with you. Before, I didn't do research. I did not. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Anybody who been with me from the beginning, I don't like to do research. It's aggravating to me. But since I started doing the political shit, I had to start doing a little research. I had to start going to congress.org, okay? I had to start searching shit. I didn't want to, okay? Son of Moses, how are you, honey? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Blessings to all. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy your weekend too, baby. I appreciate you, okay? Now, when I call America a big titty bitch, okay, I'm saying it and being funny at the same time. She is a big titty bitch. She doesn't go and help unless there's something she's going to get in return. And my military vets that's in here, y'all know what I'm talking about. She doesn't move unless there's something in the ground or she's getting something. Okay? She about that money. I don't know how Biden gave all that money to this man and he didn't get, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't get anything in writing. It doesn't make sense to me. And that's why Trump was like, well, if you want us to continue, we need to get some of your natural resources. We need to be digging over there and stuff like that. And I don't blame Trump. Okay? Corey, she bipolar too? Now, Corey, now, be nice now. Is she now? Wait a minute now, Corey. No, she might be bipolar because she be doing that, smoking that cigar and shit. I don't know. Okay. Now, that's my little, comic relief when I see that. But the uncomfortable truth is we don't move unless there's something for us to get. I want y'all to understand that. Look at this. I'm about to touch a lot of y'all right now. Check this out. All the genocide that happens in Africa, okay? Let's talk about it. All the genocide that happens in Africa, America could do something about it. They could. A lot of bad things that happen over there in the motherland, they could do something about it. But because those presidents over there, okay, they not going to give those natural resources for free. They're not. They can't work out a deal with a lot of the presidents in the motherland. So since they won't say, yeah, you can come over here and take some of the natural resources, America stay quiet. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Okay? I don't know if y'all noticed that. But that's the uncomfortable truth. That's why when shit happen over there, don't none of us know. America doesn't know. It's rarely that we find out unless you watching BBC. Or unless you are married to an African that you know. Like a lot of shit has happened in Nigeria. A lot of shit, baby. I'm talking about a lot of shit has happened in Nigeria, honey. And me and my king be like, look at this. Look at this. He showed me. I'm like, oh my God, So we know the time to travel. You know what I'm saying? But oh my God. You know what I'm saying? They have done that. They have done that. And this is the uncomfortable truth. If Africa was free with their resources, like, yeah, come over here. You ain't got to just come and clean up the stuff that's going on. America will be over there because it's something she can benefit from. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying my nation is evil, a little evil. Y'all do a lot. We do a lot. But I love my nation. I want to be born nowhere else. But I'm saying that she doesn't move without, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to share something with you. She quick to call somebody a terrorist. Use a terrorist. Use a terrorist. I got to liberate the people. Use a terrorist. And she'll tear up that shit. She'll tear up that whole land. She will tear up that whole land. She'll go wreck shop. Okay? And this is the thing that Trump is trying to avoid. He's trying to avoid this. And Lewinsky wants to hold on. No, we got to fight. You don't even have the manpower. You don't have the equipment or anything. You don't have nothing. And so you want us to be out there giving you equipment, giving you manpower, okay? Giving you equipment, giving you manpower, and giving you money. Now, bitch, wait a minute now. Now, bitch, wait a minute now. Now, bitch, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Corey Joe for the $2 super chat. 1 minute. 1 minute. She's nice. Biden. Next, she nasty. Trump. Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Now that's nasty now, Corey Joe. Now that's nasty, baby. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And Son of Moses, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, baby. Let me get in here and get y'all something real quick. Now, I know a lot of people are offended at what I'm saying, but it is the truth, okay? And I'm going to share something with y'all. What did I tell y'all in the beginning about my channel? Take Heed does not do charts and stats. I don't do research. I don't do none of that stuff. But when I started doing this political stuff, I had to start going and looking for it. And I ain't want to. I just like to get up here and talk shit and go away. Now, I know some of y'all who've been rocking with me for a long time, y'all like, take heed. Some of this stuff you're going to have to search. How many times have y'all DM me? Take heed. Some of this stuff you're going to have to search, sis. If you want to talk about this, some of this stuff you got to search. That's what y'all was saying. All right, now, listen. So I keep seeing green beans put in Tariq Nasheed. He got to blast up my chat with Tariq Nasheed. Green beans is the most disrespectful mod that I have ever had in my life. I tell you no lie. Mind you, I'm not hating on other content creators, but he like the most disrespectful mod in my life. I kid you not. I've never had a mod so disrespectful like this brother. I'm telling you right now. You see what he put? He said, what? Yes, don't laugh. Don't laugh. I'm not playing. Don't laugh. I'm not playing. But he get in here and he be the most disrespectful mod. Okay? Everybody, he put their names all in my chat. And he quick to put Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed for always breaking down the foolishness that really be going on in here. Okay? But Lewinsky, brother, you played yourself. You played yourself. Okay? You played yourself, and I'm glad it happened. Because now the Europeans got to get up and say, well, if Trump ain't going to do, if America ain't going to do now, we got to do something. Yes, because that motherfucker next to y'all. Okay? Okay, Putin is next to y'all bitches. Y'all get in here and do something. Okay? I know, baby. I ain't going to say his name right. I wonder if I'm intentionally saying his name wrong. I don't know. Okay? All right, listen. Listen, he next to y'all. Europe is next to y'all, bitches. Y'all supposed to be doing something. Why is we doing something? If he come our way, then listen, power meet power. That's it. But why we out here giving him, you know what I'm saying? You in some tights and shaking and shit. And I don't even know, like he in tights, some gold tights and shaking with some white boots and shit. I don't care if he did that before. My king said, baby, he that was before he was president. Don't mention that. I had to mention it. Because why is you doing all this shit? What is that for? Okay? No. What is you doing? You in the yellow suit and shit with some boots and shaking and shit, And you done cuffed that dick. Like you cuffed that dick so we could, you just shaking. I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused. And the white boots, damn it. That's right. He had on some white boots. I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused, damn it. Stop laughing at me, Walker. I'm confused. Okay, I don't know what the hell was going on. Oh, shit. Listen. Well, never bite the hand that feeds you, honey. Okay? Renee said, yes, honey, I'm confused. Why was he dressed like that? I don't care if it was a show. A man ain't supposed to have no tights, no whole Power Ranger suit on, okay? A whole Power Ranger suit on with some white boots. Ain't no way, okay? At least look manly in it. You know what I'm saying? At least look manly in it. Do a manly dance and shit. He up there shaking and shit like women do when they want to put their titties in your face. Like, I'm confused. I didn't know. Okay, no. Why you say that, Green Beans? Is that nice? Green Beans gonna say one day Tariq is going to come. Are you saying, Tariq? One day Tariq is going to come and get you. Why? Why? I listen, I mind my business and I stay on my side of YouTube. Don't call nobody over here, Green Beans. See, that's why the 18, 18, I'm telling you. Mark Green Beans. Mark him, okay? Matter of fact, wait a minute. Walker is one of my powerful mods too. Walker, mark him, because you one of my powerful mods that can that can block mods. Cause I mark him, because I'm tired. This is nonsense. You hear me? He gonna try to call Tariq this she on. Why? What am I doing? Oh my God! Now wait a minute. Listen, there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, the ambassador was embarrassed. Okay. Oh shit, wait a minute, 18, what happened? 18, be nice now. I'm only playing, be nice, 18. Oh my God, 18, you doing too much. Oh my God, wait a minute. All right, now listen, this is the foolery, okay? Now, we got to get into something else because shout out to Officer Tatum one more time because Lewinsky, okay, he went to see somebody, okay? He went to do an interview, okay? He went to do an interview. Here we go. Here's Lewinsky doing the interview.
President Trump said after your meeting that you disrespected him and the vice president and all of America in the Oval Office. Do you think you did, and do you think you owe an apology to President Trump?
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you for the invitation, for this dialogue, and good evening to all your country, to all Americans. I'm very thankful to Americans for all your support. You did a lot. I'm thankful to President Trump and to Congress bipartisan support. And I was always very thankful from all our people. You helped us a lot from the very beginning during 3 years of full-scale innovation. You helped us to survive. Anyway, we are strategic partners. And even in such tough dialogue, and I think we have to be very honest and we have to be very direct to understand each other, because it's really for us very necessary to President Trump, and I'm with all respect that he wants to finish this war, but nobody wants to finish more than we, because we in Ukraine, we are in this war, we are in this battle for freedom for our lives. So I'm just telling that I think that we have to be on the same side, and I hope that the president on our side together with us, and that is very important to stop Putin. And I heard from President Trump a lot of times that he will stop the war, and I hope he will, and we need to pressure him with Europe, with all the partners. And I think this dialogue had to be a little bit earlier to understand where we are. Like, I don't remember exactly, but like President Reagan said, that peace is not just an absent the war. Yes, we are speaking about just and lasting peace, about freedom, about justice, about human rights. And that's why I said that I think so, that ceasefire, and Putin, he broken 25 times ceasefire during all these years, 10 years.
So I'm not hearing from you, Mr. President, a thought that you owe the president an apology.
No, I respect the president and I respect American people, and I think that we have to be very open and very honest, and I'm not sure that we did something bad. I think maybe sometimes some things we have to discuss out of out of media, with all respect to democracy and to free media. But there are things that where we have to understand the position of Ukraine and Ukrainians. And I think that is the most important thing. Yes, we are partners. You know, we are very close.
President.
Now he just like choked on his words, because now he did say he was grateful to Americans, right? But the thing is that, to me, this is just my opinion, he sounds like a spoiled child having a tantrum. That's what he sounds like. That's exactly what he sounds like. Because I'm coming to beg and borrow. Okay, I didn't say steal. Okay, I didn't say steal. But I said I'm coming to beg and borrow. Okay, and so I got this condescending attitude. Okay, and you gonna give me what I came here for and let me leave. And that's the thing Biden was doing. When he came, Biden gave him the check, he left. Okay, Biden gave him the check or the money and he left. Or you know how they do, they wire the money. He wired the money and he left. That's what happened. And he thought that was going to happen with Trump. He thought that was going to happen with Trump. The thing is, if anybody is going to pay for this foolery, it's not going to be us. Europe, y'all better get in here. Y'all better get in here. Because y'all people pay taxes just like American people too. Y'all get in here and feel that bite like American people been feeling it. And so he's trying to appeal to the American audience. He's trying to appeal to us, but he don't know that eggs over here in the United States is $1,000. He don't know. Okay? He don't know that eggs over here is $1,000. Okay? You can't even buy eggs no more. Okay? You cannot buy eggs no more. Now I know I was trying to make that a little joke, but y'all ain't catch it. But eggs are $11 and you can't buy. You cannot buy eggs. Who's buying eggs at $11 at the grocery store? Not me. I'm going to leave them right there. Okay? Or I'm going to try to hunt for some. I know Aldi's got some for cheap. They like $5.49 or something. But I damn sure go to Aldi's, because Aldi's is my place. Aldi's, Walmart, Acme, all of them is my place. And then they got the little, little store over here. Okay? I be damned. Oh, hell no. I be damned. Oh, hell no. You want us to continue to proxy something? All y'all doing to Putin is just hitting him. That's all y'all doing. Y'all just tapping him. Because he got some shit that'll wreck shop. But all y'all doing is tapping this man. That is it. Okay? That's all y'all doing. The shit that you doing, he ain't even bring out his arsenal. The shit y'all doing is nothing to what he can do. Okay? Okay? Walker said, Aldi's my store. That's right, baby. Okay? That's right. Listen, I'm not one of those content creators that talking about, I'm rich, I got all this shit. No, I don't. I'm an average Joe like everybody else. That's right, baby. Okay? Renee said eggs are $8.99 for 12 dozen. 12 dozen eggs is so. Oh, it is 8. Oh, that's good. That's better than over here in Jersey. $11.99 over here in Jersey. That's nasty. Oh my God, that's nasty. I can't. Them eggs sat right there. I went back in the store. I like, baby, can I get my change? She was like, yeah, Ma, you could get. I was like, yeah, I can't take these eggs, baby. I got to go to Aldi's. Our second born went in there and got the eggs. She's like, yeah, Mama, they was $11.99. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I walked back in the store. I'm like, baby, no, I can't get these eggs. I said, do you have some other kind? She was like, no, Mama, maybe go over there and check if you want. I went over there. I ain't see nothing. And I said, Lord. And I said, well, I got the money back. I said, let me go on to Aldi's. Went down to Aldi's. I told her, I said, go down there and see what they got. She said, Mama, she called me on the phone. She in the store. Mama, it's $5.49. Like, yeah, go ahead. Do they got a limit on it? She's like, yeah, they got a limit. It's two I guess 2 per transaction or something like that. I was like, okay, yeah, just get one. No. When I go shopping, if the price is not right, I leave it there. Okay, I'll leave it there. Somebody was trying to make a joke at me last week. They said, "Oh, if you keep talking all this shit that you talk on YouTube, they'll cancel you. That your YouTube money gonna go away." I want to share something with my haters. I want to share something with you. Okay, I live on my husband paycheck. I don't, I live on his paycheck. So I live within my means. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I live within my means. Okay? I don't live on this YouTube stuff. Okay? I do not. Sometimes, some days, I get no donations. How can you live on something like that? I get no donations. I'm not one of those content creators like, yeah, I get all this money. I don't. Okay? So I live off my husband paycheck and I live within the means of my husband. That's what I do. I'm not one of those wives that get in here and be like, I'm balling and this and that. I'm doing the damn thing. No, I'm not. I just live within my means. That's all. This is what my ancestors were supposed to do with their husbands. Live within your means. Make it the way you can make it. Okay? Sometimes, baby, I will make one dinner out of two. Baby, I will make one dinner out of two. Yes, I live within my means. That's it. Okay? Just let you know. I'm not one of those that talking about I'm balling, we living like this. Yes, we live in a 5-bedroom home, 3 baths, 2 cars. We got all that stuff. But I live within my husband's means. That's what I do. I'm not one of those women, I need all this and I need all that, because I know. I know the shit me and my husband been through. So I don't ride my husband. Now I do ride him. Well, anyway, that's something else. But I don't ride my husband like some of y'all women do. I don't do all that. Oh no, I need this done. I need that done. I don't do all that. When my husband starts saving and he's trying to move to something, I stay quiet. Now sometimes I do be like, honey, and he be like, nah, I already told you. Okay, I already told you. So I'm not one of those wives. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay? I'm not one of those. So when you get in here and say, oh, well, YouTube gonna drop your channel, so I'm gonna miss talking to everybody, yes, but I'm still gonna live. I'm still gonna live because I live within my husband means. I'm still going to live. You know what I'm saying? I got my other platforms that I could go on to, but I'm gonna still live. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all be getting in here and y'all be thinking, why? Why do you think if they drop my stuff that I'm gonna like lose everything? I'm not gonna be out here talking about I don't have nothing. I'm not gonna be out here doing that. No, I'm not. Okay? Now, like I told y'all, take heed does not, how can I say this? Pride don't catch me. Okay? If I'm in trouble, I will say I'm in trouble. But pride does not catch me. I'm not one of those content creators that get up here and say I got all this stuff and then all of a sudden you see a GoFundMe. Okay? I'm not one of those. Nope. If I'm in trouble, I'm going to say I'm in trouble. That's how I am. Just let you know. Okay? Just let you know. Okay, don't be offended. But when y'all come for me, that's what I laugh about. Because I live within my husband's means. Okay? It's always YouTube. It be the women. It be the women. It be the women, green beans. It be the women. Okay? Now, we're done with Trump. We're done with Trump. Shout out to my president. Some of y'all be getting in here asking questions. Oh, I know you you ain't happy you voted for him. I am. I'm still happy I voted for him. I'm still happy I voted for him. Shout out to my president. Because if this shit would have happened under Kamala or Biden, if they were still, in the White House, we would have looked like fools. Because he did that grandstand intentionally in front of the news when he know better. He knows better. All the presidents, if you have a disagreement with another president, you wait. He did it intentionally in front of the news, and what happened? This became content then. This became content, honey. All right? So we're done with President Trump. Shout out to Young Black and Wealthy. And shout out to Officer Tatum for always dropping those gems. Now, the same thing I was talking about, how a good wife lives within her husband means, okay? I want y'all to hear this young sister. Her name is I Am Teller, okay? Shout out to I Am Teller. I finally found out who this woman is. Here we go.
Was slavery. Slavery did this. Oh, really? This is from the National Institute of Health. Although social scientists sometimes attribute racial differences in family patterns to long-run historical influences, such as the legacy of slavery, marriage was common among Black families in the early 20th century. Thus, the racial divergence we see now in marriage formation is relatively recent. From 1890 through 1940, Black women tended to marry earlier than white women did. And in the mid 20th century, first marriage timing was similar for Black and white women. In 1950, Black women aged 40 to 44 were actually more likely to have ever married than were white women of the same age. 1950, Black women aged 40 to 44 were more likely to have ever married than white women of the same age. 1950.
That's nasty.
That is, do the math.
That's nasty.
That's just 70 years ago. On a timeline, y'all, 70 years ago was right here. That's a very different reality than we're in right now. Listen to this. Racial differences in marriage remained modest. As recently as 1970, we're getting even closer to our time. Racial differences in marriage were modest, so they weren't these significant gaps. Listen to the rate of change. 1970, 94.8% of white women and 92.2% of Black women had ever been married. Did you hear that?
That's nasty.
That's almost 100%. That was 1970.
That's nasty.
If you remember at the beginning of this episode, 40 to 45% of Black women in the United States have ever been married. But in 1970, it was 92.2%. That is an incredible
oh my God.
Downward
yes, honey.
Trend.
That's nasty.
Extraordinary decline.
But y'all say this stemmed from slavery. That's what y'all say. Oh no, this is why we in the situation we in because this all comes from slavery. But if you go through the history lineup, it doesn't. It doesn't. This shit only started happening in the 70s, late 60s, 70s. This shit started happening because y'all got fooled into giving away your tool. There we go. Put that hand up. Independent, baby. I'm independent and shit. That's right. I'm independent. That's right. I don't need no man. Men ain't shit. Black men ain't shit. They ain't gonna never be shit. Never was shit. Yes, that's what y'all said. Okay? That's what y'all said. You let another race talk you into losing your tool. That's right. I'm independent, bitch. I do what I want to do. You have even let other Black women, your grandma, your mama, give you some horror stories about Black men, okay? But grandma and mama never told you the shit they done to make this man a demon, okay? When Uncle Jimmy and Uncle Ruth and Uncle Rudy and Uncle James don't look like great-grandpa, okay? Don't look like great-grandpa, okay? But they all look like Mr. James down the street and shit, okay? Out of all the kids, she done had 12, okay? And out of the 12, some of them kids don't look like granddaddy. Because even though we had rainbow-colored children, they all had some unique mark that made them look like grandpa. It could be the nose, it could be the ears, it could be the mouth, It could even be the eyes. Y'all always forget that part. Okay? Y'all be thinking y'all could just, just fool, grandpa and granddaddy. Okay? Great granddaddy. That's the uncomfortable truth. So all the horror stories we heard, we got in here and believed that I'm not going to get married. I got dreams and aspirations. Nobody said you couldn't do those dreams and aspirations. But y'all get in here and you believe you can raise these children to do everything without the tool. I said it. Now, my brothers, don't get offended that I called you a tool. Don't get offended. Don't get offended that I called you a tool, because you are an amazing tool that Yahweh gave to us. And some of us don't understand their tool. They're not happy with their tool. Some of y'all get in here, you will disrespect the tool and everything. After 25 years, you want a divorce. I'm going to share something with you. Take heed loves her tool. I'm going to keep my tool. As long as my tool want to be kept, I'm going to keep my tool. Okay? And I don't even know if he even don't want to be kept. I'm going to fall out in front of the house and stuff. I want the neighbors to see. Fall out in front of the car. You know what I'm saying? I want the neighbors to see what's going on. Okay? Listen. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You want me. I done already lived a hard life, working and shit for many years and stuff. I done already worked my ass off for like weeks at a time and shit. And so now you want me to give up my tool? If I would have learned this shit back then, I would have done better. Do you hear me? I'd have done better. Okay? If I can go back and pip smack myself when I was young, bitch, I would have said, bitch, get your shit together, bitch. Okay? Get your shit together. All right, KP, how are you? Welcome, stop laughing. This is the uncomfortable truth. Y'all always get in here and say, oh, this stemmed from slavery. That's why we didn't marry. And that's because y'all ain't do no research. Y'all ain't do no research. Okay? Y'all ain't do no research. Okay? KP gonna say you's a damn fool. Now, what's going on, KP? Am I acting up, assign KP? Okay, what's going on? So, because y'all sit there and y'all believe the hype and you believe all this nonsense come from slavery, but the truth is that black women back then, they didn't want to live within their husband means. Okay? So when you hear Take Heed say, I'm living within my husband means, some of y'all say, bitch, what? Bitch, what? You doing what? Bitch, what? Yes, I'm living within my husband means. Some of y'all will go and lose the best thing you ever had. The best thing that you ever had for the love of money. Some of y'all, a couple days ago we had dissected a video about a young brother who he worked at Amazon and he couldn't give his wife everything. And she was a hairstylist, and some older man who already was, already had money, just, shot up in her DMs and was like, baby, I can give you all that you need. And y'all hear this when a man tell y'all this and y'all just get fooled. I can give you all that you need. Bitch, what? I wish somebody would text me that. I'ma block you real quick. You foolish. What? What? How many times have I said this to y'all? No new dick applications. When you marry, sisters, okay, I don't care what color you are. I'm talking to all of y'all. When you marry, there's no new dick applications. Deny everybody. Deny. No new dick applications. Keep your husband. They got too much shit out here. Baby, you'll go out there and spread those legs, get something you can't get rid of, honey. You be crying at the doctor's office trying to talk about what happened. What happened? No. Deny. Every new dick application, deny it. Stamp that shit hard. Nope. Hi, queen. Good morning, queen. Nope. Block. Okay? First, when they get in there, queen, good morning, block. Don't even wait. I had a brother, a couple, let me see, my first year doing content, and I grew up with him downtown Elizabeth. He was like, long time no see, sis. I was like, yeah, how's everything, this and that, because I knew him from growing up downtown. How's everything, this and that? So my king said to me, you chatting with this guy? I said, yeah, because I grew up with him, so I know him. So one day he texts me, he says, can we meet up somewhere? I said, meet up with where? I said, what you saying? He said, I'm just saying, like, can we go out for coffee or something like that? I was like, oh, baby, I'm married. He was like, oh, I just thought, you just took a picture with somebody. I'm like, no, that's my husband. That's my king. No, we can't meet up. I said, you know what, baby, I'm going to have to block you. I'm going to have to block you. And I blocked him. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. What? Don't my profile say married? What are we doing? You can't play that game with me. Good morning, queen. Good morning, queen. I don't do that. No, we won't be entertaining that foolery, okay? We won't be doing that, baby. Deny. Every new dick application, deny. I don't have time. Okay, now, here's another one, okay? Here's another one. We coming in with another one. This right here, we changing subjects. Now, we already talked about living within your husband means until things get better. You hear me? Until things get better, okay? The business get better. You're moving money better, okay? And even me, and I got to say this to y'all straight. When my king ready to do a next project, money get tight. Money get tight. Baby, even the allowance get tight. The money get tight when he ready to do a new project. Money get tight. Okay? And when the project finished, the money release. Okay? The money release. So what do? I just hold on for dear life. Okay? I hold on for dear life. Okay? The kids start, hey, mama, daddy ain't give me no allowance. I said, cause the money done got tight, y'all. And then the baby come tell on me, I saw daddy give you $100 the other day. I looked at the baby, I said, oh, you done changed up on me. I looked at her, I said, what? She said, mama put that $100 in her titty. She put, cause I put my money there. She said, mama put that $100 in her titty. She had told on me. And they gonna say, mama, you got money. I said, I ain't got no money, okay? And then he gonna tell, listen. I said to my husband, I said to him, can I get, more than $100? He said no, because you know what I'm trying to do? You can't get more than $100. What you need more than $100 for? I said, I just want to have, a little money for myself, He said, I gave you $100, okay? So what did I do? He said, okay, $100. Anybody ask me, I ain't got them. I'll put that right there in my titty, y'all. I ain't listen. I'll put it right there and keep it there. And the baby gonna tell on me, okay? The baby ain't right. And that's the wine baby. She gonna go and tell on me. Tell my mama put $100 in her titty. Okay, why? Why you got to tell on me? So now everybody know I got $100. Okay, damn it, no, I'm not. No, it's my allowance, damn it. Okay, it's my allowance. Okay, listen. For all y'all women who want to hate on me right now, take heed, get an allowance. That's right, bitch. I get an allowance, bitch. Okay, because I ain't good with money. Don't get in here. Okay, long as all the bills is paid and shit, I get an allowance. Don't get in here. Okay? All right, that's right. I said what I said. Now, let's get to the next topic. For all y'all black churches that's out here, okay? Shout out to the black churches who out here doing Kendrick Lamar, okay? Doing Kendrick Lamar. Okay? If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page as well. So, for all y'all black churches who doing Kendrick Lamar, okay? B Mac want to say something to y'all, and this is a pastor's wife, okay? I follow her, B Mac Writes, okay? I follow this sister on IG and also Facebook, okay? Now, check this out. All for all y'all churches who do it, y'all be out here doing that Kendrick Lamar, and she got some words for you. Here we go. Here we go.
The enemy has successfully been able to mind manure the church into believing that in order to bring the world back to the church has to abandon God's word where it says to separate ourselves from the ways of the world and include pieces of the world to bring the world back to the church. The church has forgotten that when you give the enemy an inch, he takes a mile. Right. This church, like so many others, gave the enemy an inch by including the safe lyrics of this song, They Not Like Us. We all know that by introducing this song and the artist, people are going to go, they're going to research, they're going to look up the song, and they're going to see all of the lyrics. So let's look at the lyrics.
So shout out to B Mac Wrights. She is a pastor's wife, okay? She is the pastor's wife. Amazing content creator. But she's right. When these pastors get up there, they got the DJ on the pulpit, and you know the pulpit's supposed to be sacred, right? But they got the DJ on the pulpit. They up there dancing worldly music, and we gonna be all right. And you got the mamas in there, the elders up there, you know, trying to do a praise dance. How are you praising to that song? Because a praise dance and worship is supposed to be to who? To Yahweh, right? Now, listen to me. I'm not sitting up here saying that, you know, I'm holy. I'm not. Take heed, it's far from holy. But I'm letting you know is that when you if you let the devil in just a little bit, just like B Mac writes, okay? She said, if you let the devil in the church just a little bit, he takes a mile. So just like in the church, if you let the devil in your house, in your own house, just a little bit, what happened? The devil take a mile. See, you can't invite the devil into your home, because when he does get in here, baby, he will run. He will run it, honey. He will run it. And I think that's the thing that a lot of y'all be forgetting, that you want to bring people in from the world, but you know, you're also inviting the devil in too, because you want them to come in with that worldly music. And let me share something with you. There is some gospel music that thump, honey. That thump, okay? That will bring you to your knees. And then y'all sat up here and played Kendrick. Now, I'm not mad with Kendrick. I'm not mad at Kendrick at all. I'm not. I like Kendrick. He reminds me of the old souls back in the day when they get in there and do, you know, rap back in the day. He sounds like them. So I'm not mad with him. But when you bring it into the church, you are inviting the devil in. You're inviting the devil in, because when you go into what he's saying, okay, we gonna be all right. And then he's go down the list and stuff like that. I'm just saying. Thank you to everybody who came in and rocked with me today. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the likes. I see the likes are up. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, Renee said the old school gospel music hits your soul. Yes, it does, honey. Yes, it does. Oh, my God. They don't play it no more like they used to. So, we're going to get into something else. Okay? Now, I'm going to just put this out here, and y'all just listen, okay? I'm going to put this out here, okay, and y'all just listen. I don't want to shame nobody. But oh, my God, okay? Listen to this. Here we go. Shout out to Angelique. Here we go. Oh, my God.
I met my little grandmother.
Wow.
Your little grandma. How old is the grandma?
She like 73.
I gotta ask how this even happened.
Word.
She was playing game with me. My name Marcus, and she was watching Boomerang, and she always talk about
Marcus, darling.
I thought I put on you one time. My little hype up. You can't handle my grandmother. You know, we all stay together. I stay with the grandmother. So last night, when my little girl was at work, the grandmother kept talking and playing games with me, and she had the little moo-moo thing on.
Oh my gosh.
Caught up in it.
She had a moo. Are you from New Orleans?
Yeah, but I live in Detroit.
What was it like smashing a 73-year-old?
Yeah, it was tight, man. It wasn't that type of work. It was real good.
It was real good. Okay. Does she have dentures?
No, she ain't had no teeth.
And so your girl knows you did this because she hyped it up.
No, she don't. She was at work last night. So my kid didn't give me none in a little minute. So her grandmother was helping. You know, we were just chilling in the crib. She had cooked some stuff. After we got done, hey, she kept calling Marcus doll, and I told her to quit playing with me. And she had a little moo-moo on. You know the little moo-moo?
Yeah.
We know what a moo-moo is.
The lingerie. Yeah, and that thing was banging, man. So I slapped it on her, and she told me quit playing. And that was just a little test. And she said, don't make me tell my granddaughter jokingly. And I get up in it.
Wow.
Are you going to do it again?
Man, the way it's looking, I might have to, you know. That thing was banging.
Okay.
Now I'm going to stop because this is what I want to tell y'all. Do 73 look like 73 from when we were growing up? Does 73 look like 73 from when we were growing up? Huh? Does 73 look like 73 when we growing up? And the moo-moos don't look like the moo-moos that we had, that our grandmas had when they were young. Okay? The moo-moos don't look like the moo-moos no more. Did y'all remember I had that black and white moo-moo on last week? And it had the collar and everything, and I had the gold jewelry with it. The moo-moos don't look like the moo-moos back in the day. Okay? As I was walking down the stairs, my king said to me, you look nice in that moo-moo. Can I see you later? I said, yes. You can see me when I finish this live. Okay? So the moo-moos don't look like the moo-moos from back in the day. Okay? And 73 don't look like 73 anymore. Melissa, I hope I greeted you, honey. I see you in the chat. How you doing, honey? The moo-moos don't look the same like they used to. Okay? And 73 don't look like 73 no more, okay? Especially if she was out here hoeing it out. Especially if she was out here hoeing it out. Because she had to keep that, she had to keep looking tight. So especially if she was out here hoeing it out. And it sounded like grandma was out here hoeing it out, okay? Because every time, and this is why y'all got to stop having your boyfriends live with your grandma, okay? You living with your grandma and your boyfriend living with your grandma. And your grandma ain't see dick in 20 years. Y'all got to stop having your boyfriend, you and your boyfriend living with your grandma, okay? Especially if he a strong looking man. You got to stop, any man. 20 years she ain't see no dick. Y'all got to stop doing that. Stop having, listen, 20 years? He said, and you know what he said? He said it was tight. 73, of course it's going to be tight. And every time, she up there playing with him, y'all remember Boomerang? He said every time she always, because my name is Marcus, so every time she saw me, okay, she would say, Marcus, darling, and he told her, you going to stop playing with me. And that's just like how young men do. When they used to see, what's her name? What was her? I forgot the movie. The young man said, she said to him, or was it a skit? She said to him, you grown now. It was a black woman, an older black woman. She said, you grown now. You're looking so good, And he told her, he turned around, he said her name. He said, I'll fuck you. I'll fuck you. I'm not a boy no more. I'm not a boy no more. Okay? You better leave me alone. You better leave me. She said, oh, he said, yeah, I will fuck you. Okay, so y'all better stop. Okay, so 73 is not 73 no more. Okay, he said it was tight. That's what he said. Okay, because she wasn't fucking nobody. 73, she wasn't fucking nobody. 73, he said it was tight. Okay. It was tight. And so now she talking about Marcus, darling, and now she in that room screaming, Marcus, darling. I'm tired. Y'all younger women, and that's, and I feel bad for y'all who was raised by, y'all was raised by hoes and stuff, because they don't get out of that hoe shit. They don't. Because last week what we heard, that the mama was screwing the boyfriend. Okay, every time the daughter went to work, the mama was in there screwing the boyfriend and stuff like that, and buying the boyfriend stuff and everything, like that's her man. How you hurt your daughter like that? Then granny, how you hurt your granddaughter like that? How do you do that? How do you hurt your child like that? Mama, you in there fucking this boy, okay? He a grown man, but you in there sleeping with him, okay? You in there sleeping with him. He living in your house. This is why you should not, mamas, y'all gotta stop letting your girlfriend, your daughters bring their men to your house. Ain't no way. My king would never, no. No, you got to get your own place. You can't come live with us. Oh my God. And the thing is, it's a trap. It's a trap for the daughter, but she don't see it. Cause now, mind you, if mama been a hoe, hey Tara, what's up, baby? If mama been a hoe, right? Okay, and now there's a man in the house now all the time, and he ain't working. Most of these guys who live with their girlfriends, most of the time they not working. They they in between, something maybe going on in their life, and sometimes they just be like fresh out of jail. So they in between. And now mama ain't seen dick in years, okay? And so mama got, dick on a platter in the house. So she wearing Daisy Dukes and shit where you can see her ass hanging out and stuff. And then you see how it's filling out, and you looking at her, you give her that sly look when she walk past and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you give her that look like, and the daughter is not home. And then so she bends over, maybe she trying to do something in the kitchen, and she bend her ass over real good so you can see like the print of her pussy and shit, and you looking like, what the, you know what I'm saying? You looking like, and then she catch you, stare at her, and she say, what you looking at? And you say, nothing, ma'am, nothing, I ain't looking at nothing. And she tell you, you know what I'm saying? That's right, and she cook good too. And then she'll tell you, you want me, because older women. Now I'm not going to be mean when I say this, but older women, because we have experience, okay, we fuck better, okay. So now, she can give head, she can suck that, go all the way down, and she don't have no problem, okay. And so now you done threw this on this young boy. He ready to climb on you and tear you up. And your daughter's somewhere working. And now this one who just got off the, the video I just played, he said, I don't know. I got, I like it. Now she's 73. He talking about he liked the pussy. She's 73. So can you imagine a mama be 50 something and you got somebody that's 20 something screwing a mama that's 50 something, and the pussy's still good and wet. And so now what the hell? That's why y'all got to stop letting these, stop. Don't have your daughter bring this boy to the house. Why? Why you ain't married? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to ask these questions. Why you ain't married? Oh my God. Anyway, I'm not judging. Okay, I'm not judging. Okay, I'm not judging. Okay, I'm judging a little bit. A lot. Okay. Woo. Sister 1973 said, wait. Sister 1973 said, how, who's paying? And she got old money, disability check. He ain't going nowhere. She said he ain't going nowhere. That's wrong. Okay. Melissa said, not judging, just learning. Let's say, okay, that's right. Not judging, just learning. Let's say it. Let's say it like that. I'm judging though. I'm judging. It's still funny. Walker said, I'm judging a lot. Yes, I'm judging a lot. I feel bad for these younger women because the thing is that y'all older women didn't teach them how to treat men. Okay, so now since you taught your daughter that I'm independent, I don't need no men. Okay, I ain't gonna be when I get mad with them. I ain't gonna fuck them because y'all teach them that. When you get mad with them, I ain't gonna fuck them. I'm gonna put them on ice. This is why a lot of husbands are crying at home right now. Okay, a lot of husbands are crying at home because of the old teaching that y'all had gave these young girls. Oh no, and it's a foolish teaching. I was taught this shit too. It's foolish teaching. I won't teach my girls this nonsense. I will not, Tony. Okay, even if you mad, still do your wifely duties and still sleep with your husband. I'm not gonna be doing all that nonsense. Oh no, When they call me and be like, "Mama, I'm mad," I'm gonna say, "Baby, you better go work it out. You better go work it out, honey. Take a breather. Okay, go work it out. Okay, and do your wifely duties. Okay, well, I'm mad with him. I'm not gonna do it. I said, and if you don't do it, somebody else gonna do it. So you better get in here and act like you know. Because there was many times that I had slept with y'all daddy and I was mad as hell with him, but I rolled that dick like a champ. So I don't want to hear no nonsense. Now, let's get into the foolery. Okay, let's get into the foolery. Now, we already in the foolery. Y'all get in here and y'all teach them this nonsense and then they destroy their marriage. Y'all don't teach them how to cater to their husbands. And that's why all this nonsense is going on. Now, we're not talking about, we're not talking about this right here, this foolishness. This is boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. But we getting into the nitty gritty of it. A lot of y'all have been taught I can get in here and disrespect my husband and say whatever I want to say to my husband. And then I'll close that pussy tight. Okay? I'm going to lock that pussy. Let me share something with you, young generation. Okay? Let me share a little something with you, young generation. If you fuck your husband while you're mad, it's good for you. Because you think you doing something to him. You're not doing anything. He's smiling because he about to tear that ass up once you finish. Okay? But you're getting the frustration out, my sisters. You hear me? You're getting the frustration out. You're mad with him. Get that frustration out while you screwing them. And I'll listen. This is just a little tidbit. Doggy style is the preference, okay? Doggy style is the preference, or either ride them like a cowgirl, okay, and get him. Then you think you're doing something. Now, when he say you finished, because that's when they look at you, because you done already, you done rode it too long, so he already know you ready. So now he asks you, is you finished? And then he begin to go to work on you. Then he begin to do his work, okay? Once he begin to do his work, and then he give you that death grip, because all men, don't be laughing at me, y'all. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all laughing in the chat, damn it. Don't be laughing at me. Now, when he give you that death grip and hold you from the back, now it's either your hair or the shoulder. Now, when I had hair, my king would pull my hair back, but I don't have hair no more. So now he got to grip my shoulder, okay? So now when he have that death grip is a problem, okay? Now he got to get his frustration out. And then now by the time y'all finish, he'll say to you, babe, I need something to eat. Can you make me something to eat? Now you're not mad no more, okay? You go clean yourself up. You put your moo-moo on. You walk downstairs. You so happy and shit, okay? You so happy and shit. And you bring the food up to him. And he tell you, thank you, baby. Thank you. And then now you tell him, you say, Daddy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so upset with you. And then he say, I accept your apology. My sisters, I want to share something with you. Oh, Nika, don't be laughing at me. Because I see what you put. Okay? Not the death grip. Yes, I said the death grip. Okay? Now, after y'all apologize to each other, okay, it's going to go back to normal. Okay? That's why I'm telling you, it's okay to fuck them while you're mad. This is when you get the best opportunity. Okay? When you screw them while you're mad, this is the best opportunity. Okay? All hell break loose. Okay? Everything break loose because you ready, you fighting him by riding him. You fighting him. Don't listen to these people telling you, oh no, don't put him on ice. Don't sleep with him. Don't listen to that. Screw your husband. You hear me? I don't care if you mad. Just still continue to take care of this man. Okay? There are times take heed, get mad with her husband. I don't want to do my wifely duties. But he know I'm going to do it. That's why he look at me and he smile. He know. Don't get in here and get mad with him. Because I'm going to share something with you. Sometimes you could be mad with somebody and y'all could go to sleep. Did you hear what I said? Sometimes you could be mad with somebody and they can go to sleep. And then you don't see, and then you don't have a chance to say you're sorry. I know I be in here playing, fun and games and stuff, but this is the uncomfortable truth. You can go to bed angry with this man, and then tomorrow morning he's not there. There's a woman who put on her social media page that the day her husband left the house, that they got into a heated argument. This is a couple months ago. I think I told y'all about it. They got in a heated argument a couple months ago. Well, when I saw the video, it was a couple months ago. But they got in a heated argument before he left for work. And then she got a call later in the evening that, her husband passed away in a car crash. The police was on their way to her house, telling her that the husband was in trouble or whatever. And when they got there, they told her that the husband had died. The husband had died. Now, she got into a horrible argument with him in the morning. This is another thing, too, my sisters. This is word to the wise. I don't care what color you are. This is word to the wise. Do not argue with this man in the morning. Don't argue with him in the morning. Only thing that you should be saying to him is, baby, have a wonderful day. Please be safe. And I will see you in the evening. Don't let nobody steal your joy. That's the only thing you should be saying to this man. Okay? There are times where I'll be upset with my husband, and in the morning, I'm still telling him, honey, I love you. Please be safe. And it might be something he had did in the morning. And I'll be like, honey, please be safe. I love you. He look at me and he still got like a little attitude. He pull his glasses down. I'll go over there. I start kissing him all on his face and this and that. Because why? Why do Take Heed does that? Why do Take Heed do that? Because I don't know. This man drives for a living. I don't know if I'm going to see him. You understand? I don't want to have that guilt in my heart that me and him had a whole argument. You know what I'm saying? A whole argument, and I couldn't just say, I'm sorry. I couldn't just say, I'm sorry. A lot of y'all, your husband got to say sorry to you first before anything. You understand? Sometimes you will get in there and make up stupid shit, and then y'all get into a whole battle royale. And it's nonsense. We got to do better. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's right. Sister 1973 said, don't go to bed mad. That's right, damn it. That's right. Don't listen to these women tell y'all nonsense. You'll lose your husband all because you want to win a fight. Now, shout out to Kendra G, because Kendra G had this woman on. And we going straight to Kendra G. I know I'm up here just running my mouth. We going straight to Kendra G. Y'all gonna fall out. Kendra made this woman a highlight, okay? Y'all, I ain't never see no shit like this before, y'all. I ain't never see no shit like this before. But Kendra made this woman a highlight, honey. And I'm gonna share it with y'all. I'm going to share it with y'all. I'm going to put it right now. And I'm sending it right now to our group chat in IG. Okay? Y'all, when I say, now I'm not being nasty. Because I ain't saying I'm the cat's meow. I'm not saying I am the cat's meow. Do you hear me? I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm not saying I'm a 10. I'm not getting up here telling anybody I'm a 10. I look better than most women, this and that. I'm not going to say that. Take Heed thinks she beautiful, but I'm not going to sit up here and be like, But when you look like a booger wolf, okay? Okay, when you look like a booger wolf, I don't know if you have time to demand stuff. Okay? I don't know if you have time to demand stuff. Lenore, how are you? And I'm not calling anybody a booger wolf. I'm just saying that, some of the shit that y'all come up with at Kendra G, shout out to Kendra G. Okay, some of the stuff is outrageous. Okay? So we switching topics and we getting in here. We gonna talk about Kendra G, honey. All right. Oh my God, Lord, y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready. Okay, y'all not ready, and that's gonna be the last segment of the morning. But y'all not ready. Do you hear me? Y'all ain't ready. Sister 1973 said tomorrow is not promised. Today is. Work it out, damn it. Amen. That's right. Work it out. Work it out, honey. Work it out. Don't let nobody get in there and break up your home. Work it out. Marriage means so much. Some people will get in here and say it's just a title, baby. It's just a title. Y'all crazy. Now, let's get into the foolery. Kendra G, okay? And this woman is demanding a lot. And Kendra is falling out, okay? Some of y'all, and this is the problem, because y'all pretty girls, okay? My pretty sisters, okay, that look good, look fine as wine. When you walk past, all men turn their heads, okay? My pretty sisters, y'all have made it bad for the booger wolf women, okay? Not attractive women, okay? Y'all have made it bad, okay? Y'all have made it bad. And then I got to say me too, okay? Because listen, my husband finds me attractive, but not everybody finds me attractive, okay? My husband finds me attractive like a chocolate cake, okay? Okay, I look like a chocolate cake to him, okay? But most men don't find me attractive. So it's your preference, okay? So I'm not sitting up here saying that I'm fine as wine, but I'm just letting you know that some of y'all who look like booger wolves in here, because women can tell when you look like a booger wolf too, and y'all get in here with all these demands and y'all be looking crazy. Okay, but here we go. Shout out to Kendra G. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad. I think it was just I was trying to get in between like the online and YouTube and make sure I was in the right link.
Okay. The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now. What's your name?
It's Alicia.
Alicia, where are you calling me from?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Okay. Dallas, Texas. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Accountant. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids.
Just the fur babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you, honey?
I'm 37.
37. And have you ever been married?
Never married.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an October Libra.
Libra. So we got Alicia, Dallas, Texas, 37 Libra. She's an accountant, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
All right, so I wrote it down because, you get online, you get nervous, and then your mind starts blanking out. But we getting it right tonight.
Okay, we getting it right. You prepared.
So I would like a man that is emotionally available. He's got to be spiritual, at least believes in God. Confident or 6 foot or above. Romantic, ambitious, loves dogs. I'm okay with nerds and bisexual men.
And bisexual men. Okay. Oh, whoa. Wait, pause. Okay. So, okay. Because I haven't had many women say that. Usually women say no bisexual men, no men that like men, but you are open to dating a man that dates men.
It's fine with me.
Have you ever dated a man that was bisexual?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Oh. Are you bisexual?
I'm gonna say more so curious, but my sexual attraction is more towards men. Like, I think women are beautiful, like, I mean, naked, beautiful, like everything. But then it's all like the sexual part, I'm like, I don't know.
I have to say this. My show is going to be 5 in April because I created the show during COVID. And I used to always say, I've seen it all. I've heard it all. But it seems like I really haven't. Still 5 years in, I am still getting shots different times. So I just can, there's more to come, I guess. But let's keep going. All right.
I'm
So
glad
what's
I
the
could
deal?
shock.
What's your, wait, what'd you say, honey?
I said, I'm glad I could shock you. I don't want to be boring, that's for sure, because that's not me.
Okay, girl, you know, listen, I'm trying to, I think there might have been a woman or two in the past that was open-minded to dating bisexual men. Because I had what some women call fluids, and they just dated, right? They were open to love. So, but let's keep going. What are your deal breakers?
So deal breakers are cigarette smokers or heavy weed smokers. For sure wants kids or has young kids. Liars, poor communicators, and too sarcastic.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Honestly, I'm 5'9". I'm a thick, curvy girl too, so I just feel like as long as you're a confident man, like I'll talk to you, more than likely. My preference, though, of course, would be like Winston Duke or Jason Momoa.
Wait, your preference?
Yeah.
Let me find it. Winston Duke, that was Black Panther?
Yeah, M'Baku.
Ooh, I don't remember his. Girl, you really like him. You remember the name from the?
Oh yeah, I mean M'Baku, blow that M'Baku.
Oh, he's the quintessential tall, dark, and handsome.
Exactly.
Let me pull a picture up for those who might not remember who she's talking about. Let's we need a better picture.
Did it shock y'all yet? Did it shock y'all yet? All right, let's continue.
What is this? Okay, so this is your ideal man.
Ideal man. Tall, dark, and handsome. I'm 5'9", flat foot, in like regular shoes. I'm probably 5'11". I have cowboy boots. So Tim's, those type of shoes, I'm 5'11". And then in heels, I'm about 6'3". So, I mean,
I want to see
if
y'all
you're
can see the
5'4", like this guy
it?
who catfished me this
Right
weekend,
here. Can you see it?
you're definitely going to be a short man. I'm gonna be towering over you.
Okay. Who was the other guy you said was your type?
Let me see if I can.
Jason Momoa, Aquaman.
Oh my
Can you spell his last name?
Moma, I think it is. Mona.
This is the next ideal man?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Him.
That's the bigger picture. There we go.
So you want a guy that looks like the last guy or this guy?
That's how she look.
Okay.
I like typically date Hispanic men.
Zulu says,
and then I typically date then the next would be black men and then mixed men.
Okay.
I grew up in Nebraska, so I've been mostly around white men. I feel like if I was supposed to have a white man, that would have been the time.
Okay.
I'm in Dallas, Texas. I like my sexy chocolates and my, we're going to say medium chocolates.
Yeah, okay, well, I showed you the two type of men she likes, fellas. So you better look like that.
I mean, they don't have to look exactly like that, but I mean, you get the idea. If you're gonna be tall, like I would like a tall man, like 6'5". Jason Momoa has like an awesome personality. He seems like, he gets along with generally everybody. I could take him anywhere. You ain't got to worry about, I can't be around gay shit or I can't be around this shit or whatever. So it's like, let's go and explore life together. And the same thing with Winston Duke. Like, he just,
I want to share something with y'all. What she's saying, a lot of women do want men like this. They do. This is why you hear women, I need you to be with your feminine side. I need you to connect with your feminine side. This is what they tell men all the time because they want a girlfriend and they want the man to be the girlfriend and also be able to fuck them too. So you said you want a man that's bi. So he out here screwing men and then come home and screw you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's continue. Here we go.
Just, you just get so hot looking at him. Especially when he being.
I'm going to share something with you. I don't want a man that connects with his feminine side. I don't. My king doesn't connect with his feminine side. I just want you to love me when I need it. I just want you to be kissing me and hug me and suck my titties at times. That's all I want. Let's continue.
Black Panther outfits. You can't go wrong with a man with fur and leather.
Ooh, one of those photos came up. I'm gonna move on, but since you brought, because I was trying to figure out which photo to show.
Yeah.
And that photo came up. So this is your
Winston Duke when he's sitting in the chair.
Hey,
yeah,
girl,
exactly.
at night. How are you, honey?
So this gives you hot and bothered.
Confidence.
So if a man is not as attractive as those two, would he have a chance with you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my friend, she makes fun of me because she says, like, I date ugly dudes. She's like, ooh, girl, you shouldn't have talked to him at all. I'm like, I don't know. The thing is, he was nice. He was flirty. If you're going to treat me like a princess, like, I'm going to allow you to. And, I mean, sometimes things just work out. Sometimes they don't. If the attraction's there for me, it's mostly like an energy thing.
Leslie, I agree with
that's
you.
what I mostly am attracted to. So, I mean, looks just happen to be a part of some attraction, like initial, like looking at somebody like, hey, I definitely want to talk to that person. But I mean, sometimes energetically, like I'm just drawn to certain people. And if we could have a good time together.
I'm going to share something with you. I remember when Ugly Money had did this same analogy that he said 1 to 10 women on one side and 1 to 10 men on the other side. And all the women from 1 to 10 were pointing to the man that's the 10. Okay? So the one that is the 10, he couldn't marry them all, so he made them all baby mamas. And Ugly Money said, if you would just go with your number, you number one go with number one. You number two go with number two, and so on. If you out here, now this woman, I'm not trying to be mean, okay? Let's just take heed. Okay? I'm trying to reach for 10. Okay? But my number might not be 10. Okay? My number might be 4. My number might be 3. And I will be happier with my number. Okay? Instead of me reaching for 10, because 10 just want to make me a baby mama. Okay? 10 just want to make me a baby mama. But number 5 or number 4 or number 3 want to wife me. Which one is better, y'all? Which one is better? Because you want to run to 10, but 10, everybody wants 10. So what 10 does, 10 gonna make everybody baby mamas. But if you go to your number 3, number 4, or number 5 is your number, and you made wife, which one is better, y'all? Which one is better? I'd rather take my number than be the baby mama. And only why I'm saying that is because I learned from it. This is the uncomfortable truth. This woman right here gonna get her heart broke. You're out here looking for Jason Momoa. You out here looking for Chewbacca. Not Chewbacca, I'm sorry. What's his name that was on Black Panther? You out here looking for, Black Panther character. You crazy. This doesn't even make sense. Okay? Zulu said women don't want their numbers. Listen, Okay, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that I rather T'Challa. No, it's the other one. It's the other one who was the king of the ones that was in the ice. I forgot his name. He's a handsome man too. But she says she wants him. Okay? So we out here, you want all this, you know what I'm saying? I just think you would be happier with your number. Go with your number. So you can build kingdoms with your number. Because ain't nothing yes, but I can't even say the word. Thank you so much, Zulu. Go with your number so that you can build kingdoms. I understand that you supposed to go higher than what you are. I do. But some of y'all outrageous. Now y'all know that woman don't look like she even near 10. You know that. But you want to get up here and grab everybody that is 10. Okay? Gail that night said, oh, he was what? Gail that night said, oh, he was sent to Chuck. What happened? He was what? Oh, he was sent to chocolate. Honey. Okay, let's continue. Y'all.
I'm here for it.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. Should the guy make a certain amount of money?
I would say at least 80K or more.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, okay.
How she look? Let's see. Let's see how she look. Okay. Oh, she got a shit. Oh no, the butt flat though.
I tried.
She got a flat butt.
I'm sorry. Like I'm wearing a sweater, just in the house, lounging with the dogs. So we're just watching some movies.
But just because you got a flat butt, that don't mean anything. Okay. Just because you got a flat butt, that don't mean anything. I'm not hating on the flat butt sisters. Okay. I'm not hating on none of y'all. Okay. I'm not going. Don't be like, oh, take heed. Wait a minute now. I'm not hating on none of y'all. Okay. Listen, having a big butt and a smile is dangerous. So I'm not hating on y'all. Okay. I have caused some damage in my time, so I'm not hating on y'all. Here we go. Let's continue.
I do not want kids, and that's another reason why I've been single, because at this particular point in my life, it hasn't changed on me wanting kids. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, if they really, really want kids, I don't think I'm the person for them, or they gonna have to make a lot of more money than that. Like, I'm talking about 400K or more, because if I'm gonna happen to be a single mom at one particular point, like, I'm gonna be a comfortable single mom. Like, I'm not doing no broke hoes.
Oh my God.
Alicia, you are cracking me up. So let me get this straight. 80K if he's not trying to have no babies. Okay. But if he wants to convince you to have his child, he has to make at least 400K.
Oh my God. 400K.
So you want to have a baby by a man that made 100K?
Oh my God.
No, that's not enough in today's economy.
Oh my
Remember,
God.
I'm in accounting. I got my bachelor's degree in business administration. I understand how this economy works. And if you're a single person in today's society, you definitely can't be making less than that.
But Alicia, are you going into it with the mindset that you're going to be a single mom for sure? What if you two work together?
I'm okay with that. I just keep going back and forth. My preference would be a man who doesn't want kids. If you have kids already, they'd be at least grown. And then me and you can have the fun that we want to, being able to travel, explore, get to know one another. I just feel like kids, especially when you have little kids with somebody else, like, it just complicates things. And then me having kids with someone, like, I just get too in my head on, seeing other friends of mine who've been single moms and seeing what they've gone through. And that's something I don't want to go through. So I'm an avoider. If it's not something I'm going to go through, it ain't happening.
Ultimately, you don't want to have kids.
Ultimately, I do not want to have kids. Or if anything, it'll probably be like Janet Jackson. I'll be 50-something years old and finally have one, because I didn't travel the world and did everything I didn't wanted to do. So now it's time to, like, settle down like that.
Got you. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So we got that clarity. I'm trying to think, did I ever ask you what was your last relationship?
Honestly, it was a hot minute ago. I date, but I would say last serious relationship where there was like a discussion of marriage and whatnot, that would have probably been like 10 years ago.
10 years
Okay.
ago. Oh my
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna
Dragon,
ask.
how
When's the
are
last
you?
time you was intimate with someone?
I would say like 7 months ago or more.
7 months ago or more. Okay. Let's do. We already did that. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Shout out to all the sisters that can do 7 months or more. Some of y'all do 10 years, 5 years, 6 years. Shout out to all of y'all who can hold it tight like that for all those years. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, for y'all who can hold it down for all those years like that. Oh my God. That would be a punishment for me. But for y'all who can do it, oh my God. Don't call take heed. Don't call me. I'm gonna lose. You don't call take heed. That's far. Some of y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Lord, no, not me. But you go ahead now. Go ahead. Okay? Go ahead. You continue. She said, did she say 7 months? I'm proud of some of y'all who hold out like that. That's good. That's good. Okay. But if you married, you supposed to be friendly. What I say. Okay. If you married, what you supposed to do? You supposed to be friendly. Put it in the chat, y'all. Put it in the chat. My sisters, if you married, what you supposed to do? What you supposed to do? Be friendly with what? Put it in the chat. It's not gonna block you. Okay. If you're married, you supposed to be what? Friendly with the what, honey? That's right. Be friendly. Be friendly. You hear me? Be friendly, damn it. Let's continue. Here we go.
So sometimes, like I said, my friend says I'm too nice. I will say I'm quick to anger when frustrated, and time management. I'm kind of one of those people like, hey, I know I have an hour to get to work, and then you start getting out the shower and looking at yourself in the mirror and doing this and picking up that or cleaning up this, and then next thing you know, you're late. So sometimes it happens. Usually I'm only a couple minutes late, but still it's a time management issue. I know I got a problem with it.
Okay, I got a couple of paid questions. I feel like you can handle it.
Look, we'll go with it. My personal opinion, just because I am a burn victim, and growing up, people always want to throw their personal opinions on me, and it's like, look, you really need to save it for someone who actually cares, or if you paying my bills, then I'll listen. But we'll see what they got tonight, Kendra.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Let's see.
I feel like you ready for whatever they got. To be quite honest, let's start with Adrian. Adrian Big 30 says, Kendra, you should draw her the man of her dreams and show it to her. So sometimes when women say things that pretty much are very clearly unrealistic for them, I will draw a sketch picture. And he's pretty much saying I should draw you the man.
I mean, the thing is, I know.
Do y'all think she would be able to find a man like that? A man that's bisexual, that make $180K, and if they have children, she want him to make more than that. Do you think she will find a man like that? Do you think she could find somebody like that? All the things that she want. Do you think she'll be able to find a man like that? Because sometimes some of y'all reach for the stars. Some of y'all reach for the stars and you can't even get past the sky. I'm just saying. Some of y'all can't even reach the sky. It's not, So I just want to know, do you think she gonna get, what she want? Because some of them, they come up with some, this is Disney World shit. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Sister 1973. Say it, baby. You know what I'm saying? They come with some Disney shit. Okay? Let's continue. Here we go.
Men exist out here. Like I've seen on your show that there are people that really.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint.
Commercial. Sorry, y'all. I think she's delusional. What y'all think? She delusional, right? Mm-hmm. It says the 1973 says sharing is caring. That's right, baby. Share with your husband. Be nice, honey. Be nice. Today's Saturday. When he come home from work, be nice. If he's home already, be nice. Tell him, say, baby, I want to be nice to you today. Okay? You should always be nice to your husband. You should always be nice. Okay? Take heed is not up here lying to you. I'm always nice to my husband. Okay? I'm always nice to him. Okay? Always. Always nice to him. He knows. Okay? Let's continue. Here we go.
Oh, what happened? Alicia, what happened, girl? You went out. Alicia, what happened?
Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you still see me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's the thing I know that men exist out there. I'm willing to wait for the Mr. Right. I don't want Mr. Right now. I want Mr. Right. So
she's waiting.
Well, let me say
she's
this.
willing to wait.
Yes, there.
For
See, I think with you though, it was a couple things. You didn't necessarily say you wanted a man that made $400K. What you said is if you were to have a baby, you had to make $400K. But really, you don't want to have a baby. So I don't really think that because $400K, I'm looking at the comments. That's a lot of what they're like. This one, Kareem. The delusion is real. $400K, yes. Mubaka, Aquaman. You're gonna need all of Infinity Stones to pull that off.
That's fine. Infinity Stones are not. Fine. I mean, like I said, the guy's out there somewhere, and I'm hoping maybe using your platform will get me more out there to be able to find him. Because
let me say this. Okay, let's stay here for 1 second. Just ask this question. Again, $400K was based on if you were to have a kid, and I honestly think you just threw that out there because it's like for me to have a kid, it would take this much. But have you ever dated a man that made $400K?
Yeah.
Oh, what, girl? Why you with me? Why you not with him?
Because he was more like two guys. So one guy, he was white, and he pretty much was like, we can date, and I'll take you to nice restaurants and do all this stuff, but pretty much my mom ain't gonna let me marry a black girl, so like it is what it is.
He made almost $500,000 a year.
He made 500 plus, was traveling up. He had a security business that he owned.
Ooh, okay, who's the other guy that you dated that made that much?
Honestly, we just went on 1 or 2 dates. He was another old white guy. I don't know.
So they're both white men.
All white guys.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you open to you are open to white men, right?
I am open to white men.
I'm not hating on white men. I'm not hating on white men.
If they are talking about they want a kid and make $400K, then yeah. I get nervous about being around white people because just the...
Now, Melissa put in the chat, Melissa says she was a side piece, guaranteed. I bet you that's what she was. She was a side piece. Melissa is correct. Let's continue. Here we go.
And everything, like I told you, that first guy, I don't want to go through that again. Like, I get tired of being around white people that, have that one racist uncle that, that's just Uncle so-and-so, and, that's just how he is, and, everybody tiptoe around, racial issues and stuff like that, but then I'm at your dinner table, being uncomfortable. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't
So do you want to date a black man that makes $400K?
I mean, I'm open. To me, race isn't really, hey, he has to be this race in order for me to date him. I'm more so open. My typical are Hispanic men and black men. So,
well, let's say this, and I think they're gonna have to eat their words. Truth said, "Did you just say 400K?" Ask your face. The men you want are somewhere laughing their behind off. What position do you think you have to demand this? Well, you just revealed you dated 2 men that made that amount.
She did.
I've dated probably more. I mean, the thing is, I don't ask people how much do you make a year? I typically date blue collar men that own their own businesses. My grandfather owned his own HVAC company and construction company. We weren't poor people. That's what I'm saying. It's not like I don't know, what money looks like. So I guess
Okay, Melissa keeps saying she's a side piece. She's a side piece. Because, okay, and this happened to a lot of y'all too. This happened to a lot of y'all because when y'all get this type of man, and most of the time when this type of man exists, he already have a family. He's already on his grind. He's already handling his business. And so to get some ass on the side, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Here we go.
I'm just confused. I understand I may look like this just because I have been in 2 house fires, but I mean, I haven't had any issues.
Break that down, because you mentioned it earlier. I actually cannot tell you were in a house fire.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, I know you said it earlier, but I wasn't able to tell.
Yeah, I actually had like 13 plastic surgeries to get rid of the burns that I had. So I was burned in a house fire when I was 3 years old. And I actually, here, let me put my camera down. You can kind of, like on my arms, you can see it.
Oh, okay, I can see now.
Arms real bad. And then on some of parts of my face, you can kind of see like my cheeks and stuff. But yeah, like, trust me, I've already heard comments from guys like that. Like I said, I don't hurt for finding men that are attracted to me. That's not the problem. I hurt for finding a man that's in what I'm looking for my life and what I want.
Wait, explain the issue again.
So that last comment, what they were saying is that I need to act my face or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't have a problem finding men. I have a problem finding men that are also.
But most women don't have a problem with finding a man. They don't. I told y'all, I told y'all many times, pussy don't have a face on it. Okay? So most women don't have no problem with finding men. It's that they can't keep them. That's the problem. Okay? Most women don't have no problem with finding men, but the problem is they can't keep them. Like, remember how I told y'all back in the day, I used to say that he never had a problem with finding a man. That big butt and a smile will deceive anybody. Okay? Just want to put that out there. A big butt and a smile will deceive anybody. Okay? But, okay, I could never keep them. You understand? I could never keep them. That big butt and a smile can deceive anybody, but I could never keep them. And this is what is going on with her. You don't, no woman, any woman. Let me share something with you. Pussy has no face on it. It doesn't. It has no face. A man will tell you quick, long as it's wet. I ain't got no problem with it. A man will tell you quick, long as it's wet, I don't got no problem with it. Because the lights go out. We all look the same color when the lights go out. Okay? I ain't got no problem with it. But the problem is when you need to keep this man. Sometimes your attitude will run him away. Sometimes men don't always just go for looks, but sometimes your attitude will run a man away. Your behavior and stuff like that. Anyway, let's continue. She almost finished. Here we go.
The same things that I am. My number one issue is usually the kid situation, I don't want.
Okay, let's be clear, because I think what they're trying to imply is, again, people, I don't know, you correct me if I'm wrong. You said 400K is if you wanted to have a baby, but I felt like I didn't take it that serious because ultimately you just don't want to have a baby. But you said you was dating a man that made 80K, but if he wanted you to have a kid, it would have to be 400K. Or dude, without a baby, you want to date a man that makes 400K.
No, I'm saying if he doesn't want any kids, 80K or more. If I make that right now and my projection in the next couple of years, and that's why I want a man who's also ambitious, that has the confidence to do the things and build what he wants. Typically I'm going to have my own business here in the next 3 years or so and going to build my income up. And I plan on retiring by the time I'm 50. Like most of the guys that I typically date are blue collar men that are handymen, construction men, mechanics, those type of men that own their own businesses. So
Okay.
I'm not saying I want a guy that makes 400K or my face card only deserves 400K. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I want a man who can take care of himself, and if you want fucking kids, you gotta make some fucking money. Like, that's what I'm saying. Shit.
Alicia,
All right
I actually
now.
fucks with you. I really do.
Thank you.
I really do. And I think that although there might have been questions, I think once you said you dated two men that made that salary, there's really nothing else to be said. Like, that's your reality. That's what you did.
Is it true though? Do you think she really dated men with that salary? Because sometimes some of y'all be coming up with some cock and bull stories on Kendra G. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all come with some cock and bull stories sometimes, okay? And it's hard to believe y'all, okay? Like if I got up there and was like, Take Heed was a saint all her life, and then y'all know the shit that I be saying over here on my channel, and y'all all my followers be like, that bitch lying. Wait a minute. that bitch lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, sometimes you know when you hear people say, oh no, that would never happen because of this, so you'll get up there and lie and say, oh yeah, it happened before many times. First she said 2 times, then she said it's multiple times. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, let's continue. Here we go.
Now, there were two white men, but the fact of the matter is, it is what it is. Let's keep going. Okay, did I do your 3 flaws?
Yeah, my 3 flaws, I said too nice, quick to anger when frustrated, and time management.
Okay. Did I ask you why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
No, so I feel why me is I'm nice, kind, romantic, caring, loving. I don't know, I think I'm funny, and I like to have a good time. Like, to me, life is too short. Like I said, with the house fires, I've seen people like that didn't even graduate high school growing up because they passed away beforehand due to tragic accidents and stuff like that. Like, life is too short, and people be too serious about too much things, So let's have fun together. Let's travel. Let's go do things.
All right, here we go. Alicia, are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yes, my name is R1, the number 1.
Okay.
Babe.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
R the number 1?
You're correct.
Okay, 1,
Babe.
and then you said A?
Babe, B-A-B-E.
Oh, yeah, here she is. Spell it for the people again.
There we go. R1 Babe 87. I used to have a R1 motorcycle, Yamaha R1, so that's where that.
Okay, R1 87. So that's probably the year her birthday. Oh my God, that was a lot, y'all. That was a lot. That was a lot. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel today. Thank you to everybody who stayed and rocked out with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all said, let me see what this loudmouth heifer talking about. And I appreciate y'all for that. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can also donate through Venmo. You can donate through Super Chat as well. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmraxfashion.com. Okay. Also, we have Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay. The links are in my bio. 585 people voted. Do you think President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance went overboard? So 54% said no. Okay. 45% said yes. Okay. Also, if you want to shop merch with us, scroll to the top of the page in my YouTube and go check it out. I think it's store or shop. Go in there. Got hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes, all that good stuff. Thank you to everybody who came and rocked with me. I appreciate y'all, baby. Okay? I appreciate y'all because I don't know where I would be without y'all watching my content today. Okay? I don't know where I would be. So I appreciate y'all, and I want you to understand that. I will always appreciate y'all for coming to rock with me and for donating to my channel too. I'm so grateful. I'm not one of those content creators that I'll get in here and not be grateful for what I was given. I am grateful for every donation that you give me, for every like that you give me, for every subscriber as well. So I just want to say have a wonderful Saturday. And God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Much love to you all. Everybody have a good one. All right, here we go. Feel like something in the nick of today. I feel like something in the nick of today. I feel like something in the nick of today. These motherfuckers on the road, when the hell they learn to drive. Jive turkeys at my job, about to get a cool cold mean five. Should've took the day off, might slap my boss. My own damn kids pissing me off, as if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle, fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up, I feel like slapping.